Hi everyone, it's Karen and I'm back because I wanted to show you my Christmas in July makes. I thought that July would be a great month to get a head start on some of my Christmas ornaments that I like to make and I like to donate. I did the little Christmas trees and I did do some of these last year as well, and so I've continued making them. These are great because they're completely hand sewn, so I can do these anywhere. Just sit with my bag of little scraps. I use little scraps of material in the greens and pinks and different colors for the background of the tree. I sew it all up on two sides and then I stuff it so they are 3D, and then I sew that little sew the bottom shut after I've stuffed it, and then I decorate it. And this is all hand sewn on little bits and beads and some embroidery stitches. Use a bit of ribbon for the trunk of the tree, and then they all of course have a little hanger on them. And then I do both sides, so I decorate them slightly different on each side. I see this one, the little threads come loose, so I will reattach that on. Hang down some threads with little beads to look like baubles on the tree. These are just so much fun to make and you can be so creative. Here's one I did all in pinks and creams, and this is a very thin ribbon that I have that I can use for ribbon embroidery, and I've done little loopy stitches here and added some little pearls in and then wound it through the lace here and put some dripping down there, some of the little beads. And and the little sequins too. These are all stitched on with little beads in the center. And then on the reverse side, this one is got a blue and gold piece of sari fabric, and I've added on some more gold sequins with beads. And this one has a piece of lace for the trunk of the tree. And then this one is a green satin again in the background, little bits of lace and sequins and some bling mesh and a little loopy flower at the top that I dyed red, and a piece of sari silk for the trunk. And then on the reverse of this one is more of creams and golds with little beads sewn on. And then I've made probably about 8 of them in total. I just threw 4 of them here to show you. And this one I had this beautiful sari fabric with these purple flowers on it. So I did it on a forest green background with the gold tinsel yarn woven through it and a piece of a ribbon for the trunk. And then on this side, I used a piece of an applique that I had, and I added that all on with some gold stitches and added in some purple sequins that I stitched on with purple embroidery thread, and then added a little flowery acrylic bead at the top with some purple thread. So those are the little Christmas trees that I finished. And then I did 3 little ornaments for the tree and 1 little wall hanging. So I'll just show you the little tree ornaments that I did. These are done with 3-inch binder rings. They're like this, and I saw them at the thrift store and I grabbed them because I thought I can use those for something. And all I've done is decorated them. So I've put a background fabric, either like this one's a mesh, some I've done with doilies, some I've done with lace, and then I do a fussy cut digital that I have, and I add that on top. This one has a little mug with the whipping cream and florals, and then I add in some little acrylic pieces and lace of some kind around the edge usually, and then I decorate them usually on both sides. So that's one side and this is the other side. So the other side has this fussy cut on it, a second row of the loopy around the edge, and then a piece of lace at the bottom. And then this one is, again, same idea. It's the ring with some laces, and this has a bit of a yarn, a loopy yarn on the edge of it here, and then some added in flat back pearls, the digital, some more little pearls added here, a little bow that I put in, little acrylic rose that match the colors in here, and some stickles in the middle of the poinsettia. And this one has lace at the back, and it's a cute little stocking. And then on the reverse of this one is you can see the lace is all gathered just behind this little digital, and I've added in stickles on here so you can see the sparkle on that pretty little cookie, and I've put in some little stars, gold stars in that one as well. This one has the lace around the outside edge. The two fussy cuts that I've added in on here, I've added one at the top here and then a second one at the bottom. I've added stickles on the marshmallows and on the mug's little snowflake. Added in some little acrylic snowflakes and a loopy flower on that side. And then this side I have the lace, and then in the center I've put another little fussy cut. This is all baked goods, and there's stickles on the top of that pudding and a little bit around this cookie and some little black pearls on the house and a little flat back pearl in the middle of that little bow that's in part of the digital. So I think they turned out really cute. This one is the same. It started out the same. I just wanted to have a little bit more fun with it, and started out with the 3-inch ring again, but I just kept building on it. So I added, first of all, I added just this netted, polka dot netted lace, and then I added this beautiful lace on the outside. And then I had a digital in the center with the little bear in the snow globe, and then I started building on it, and I just cut pieces of all the digitals and kept building from behind. So oh, and there's a loose star on the run, and added more of the cut digitals, fussy cut digitals in behind, and just kept building it up. So it ended up being a beautiful little wreath. Most of all the top part here is not attached to this beautiful lace in the back. It is attached at the bottom so that it has some stability, but it moves up here. And then I added in stickles, and I added in some of this pretty sequin trim, and it's in a light pink color. I added in these little flowers and added in little pink centers in them, and added in the flowers from that same trim that has these pretty sequins on it. And I just kept building and building until I was happy with it. Cut little branches from the digital papers with the different greenery and built that out, and I ended up with this pretty little wreath. And this I thought would be nice hanging on the wall or hanging on a doorknob. And so I didn't do anything to the back. Its center is a doily, and it has that beautiful lace around the edge. And those are my Christmas in July makes. I hope that you had fun doing some makes in July for Christmas. I think it's a great idea to get a head start. It seems like September comes and then the next thing you know, it is Christmas. Thanks for stopping by. I hope that if you enjoyed the video that you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.